Today is Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. This is the Kubernetes CSI implementation meeting. So we will go into our 119 status. Let's see, code freeze was last Thursday. I think almost all of the PRs have merged. Docs are due tomorrow, and I think all of the docs are also making good progress too. So let's just go down the list. I have a cleanup change in external provisioner. I need to address some review feedback. So I will be working on that later this week. Patrick, I believe, has both the docs, for both features, docs changes are almost ready to merge. I think there might have been one or two outstanding comments, but they are getting pretty close. Let's see. I think we said this, we were going to try to get in as a bug fix potentially. We don't need to track it as part of the 119 release, so I'll just move that here. Image publishing, we're just waiting on the vanity flip for the domain. And it was supposed to happen this Monday, but I think the release team asked to postpone it to next week. So we'll have to wait until next week to see how everything goes.
I saw them send out the email that they were going to do it.
I think they sent out an email saying they were going to do it, and then the release team replied saying, "Can you wait one more week?"
Okay.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
I know. I think because the release team said they're like in the middle of doing a patch release, and they would have to update all their tooling and stuff, and they want to wait until after they release the patch releases to do that. So yeah, crossing fingers. Hopefully next week. Let's see. I synced up with Jing and Deep on the Windows beta status. I think it's work in progress. They are working on all of the work is being done out of tree. Basically, the CSI proxy stuff. They are going to promote the alpha APIs to beta, and they're doing that. And then the second thing that they're doing is trying to set up all the CI and image building as well to so we can have CI with Windows nodes, which will be awesome.
This one does not have a feature gate in tree, right? This is
correct.
Okay.
It's all out of tree. However, the CSI proxy is something. It's another binary that needs to be deployed on the node by the Kubernetes distribution.
Do you know if WinTree drivers support Windows at all?
They do.
Oh, okay.
But I think I don't know if it's automatic. I think some changes were necessary to the in-tree drivers to make it work.
Okay.
I believe all the cloud provider in-tree drivers have been updated. So GCE PD, AWS EBS, and the Azure File and Disk have all been updated to support Windows. I'm not aware of other plugins.
Yeah, vSphere, I think we get some requests. I think we are qualifying and have some problems, so I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
I have not checked that at all. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and they said they are going to be targeting the around the 119 release time frame, even though they're technically decoupled from it. All right. Next up is volume health.
So the unit test is still being worked on. So I haven't seen APR yet. I need to ping, but I know he's working on it, and he pinned me the other day. So.
All right, sounds good. I'll just add an item here so we know there's still some work left.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Next is snapshots.
Yeah, so I see that Karthik is here. I think he has made some progress on the move APIs and the clients outside. Karthik, you want to give an update? I'm not sure. You're on mute if you're talking. So I see that he updated PR. Looks like now all the CI is passed. So I just am going to take a look and see whether we can merge it. Probably we can, if I don't see anything obvious, maybe we can merge it and then do a RC build and see if there's any problems, because I'm not familiar with this V2 thing. And now we have it's a 2.2, so I'm not sure if there's any difference when we are changing the Go mod. So that's the part that I'm not quite sure, but we can probably try that out. Just cut our
All right.
first. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much. There was one issue that was open this morning.
I think I saw that. I haven't read that one yet. My first reaction is this one already fixed? Is he testing the latest code? Because he was talking about the project class, right? Or the snapshot class.
Yeah. I asked him to double check.
Okay.
To double check if the fix was in master or not, and he doesn't think it is. I think he was testing against the master head with the snapshot controller.
That's weird. Okay, so I will take a look because I believe that PR is merged into master. Okay, so I'll take another look and see. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. All right, and then next we have volume expansion. I think Hamont's not here, but basically, I think the recovery from expansion failure API changes did not make 119. So we're going to have to try to get this in the 120. And then Hamont is working on some other bug fixes. I believe one of the bug fixes is Ben, the read write many issue that you brought up a while ago. This one. So he's working on that, and then the second bug fix I think is related to checking if the driver is returning in use error on the node side, and handling that.
I think that
So
one
he has
merged. I don't know which one it is. He has so many.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that one. Saad has given. Also added that to 1.19. So probably, so that's the one that he needs to manually cherry pick, right? Backport, right? That's not automatic, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So everything that goes like by last Thursday marked as 1.19 will be those are already automatically merged, I believe. Is that right? But then,
yeah, I think actually until there's some period of time where like they are automatically syncing the master with the release 119 branch. I think it's still going on, so I don't think he needs to cherry pick that.
Okay, that's
the only thing he would have to cherry pick is if we want to cherry pick this fix back to like 118 or 117.
Okay. Yeah, I think we only need that into 119.
So the RWX one, is that ready for review? Is that what you were trying to say? Is it merged?
It's not merged. I think so. Before he had combined both bug fixes into one PR, but it ended up requiring, I think the rewrite many fix ended up requiring like some substantial refactoring. So I think Saad was asking mostly on some refactoring comments, but it is ready for review if you want to take a look. It's the PR that's right here.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I have a test case that I can just download the code, compile, and run, and see if the resize works or not. It's just a matter of setting up multiple pods on multiple nodes and then doing the resize and seeing that they all notice the
Yeah. I think functionally his change should work. I think most of the outstanding comments are more from like a code organization perspective and like in the right interfaces and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and take a look if you want to test it out.
Okay. 92932.
I think, yeah. I think there actually is there is a really tiny race condition with this solution. I'm not sure if we're gonna have an easy way to address it though, but like basically if kubelet restarts in the middle of this and it restarts in this window, then we might still not call resize again.
Oops.
Yeah. But that one I think is a really tough window to figure out. I think the solution will be pretty more complicated. But yeah, I think regardless, this is like an improvement.
All right, I put it on my to-do list.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And then the last thing I think was Christian's change for CSI driver.
Yes, it has. It's been LGTM'd and it's been approved, but it seems to be stuck retesting from Tide. It will eventually pass all the tests, and then Tide will trigger another batch of tests, and it hasn't successfully merged yet.
Okay, that's no
I'm not
problem.
certain.
And then I saw the docs update as well. I think that's in pretty good shape too.
Yes, you have one minor comment that I need to address, but I think it's one sentence. I'm not certain what to do about the feature PR, since it seems to be retesting perpetually for the past 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you look at the failures and the failures don't really seem related, then and like these tests are just flaky historically, then I think there's not much we can do besides just retesting.
Understood. I will keep trying to get it merged.
All right, thank you very much. Let's see. So that's it from the 119 feature point of view. And I think we have nothing else on the agenda. Is there anything else anyone wants to talk about?
Can you take a look over my doc PR again, the CSI migration previous year?
Okay.
Hope to get that merged. the doc reviewers, they are so picky, like adding a note.
They want to make sure we have good documentation.
Yeah, I want to make you change something based on unmerged commit. It's pretty funny, but I already addressed his comments as well, but it's fine.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a look. Any other topics? All right, then we'll end for today.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you all very much.